Jacob Rodriguez, Texas Tech linebacker, is the unsung hero in college football this year. And maybe you'll get to know him a little bit. Game day is descending on Lubbock, Texas this week. And Texas Tech in the Big 12 are going to be put in the spotlight going up against BYU. And it's an awesome showdown. One loss Texas Tech, undefeated BYU. Like this, it's going to be an awesome scene. And everyone talks about David Bailey and Romello Height and the defensive line, and they deserve all the credit. And Bailey's he's got like 11 or 12 sacks right now, and he's every bit of money that the El Matador Club, the Red Matador Club, rolled out for this entire defensive line, and they rolled out a lot of money. But Rodriguez has been such a difference maker, man. And we know, and they've told the story, his wife, Emma, who's a Black Hawk pilot. He's not even the toughest human being under that roof.
Nope.
And they have an awesome relationship, and she's always there in the first row, and they're hugging. Like, it's a great story, and I'm sure Game Day and everyone will cover it. What I want to cover before all the folks from ESPN get down to Lubbock this week is what this young man has been doing. Number 10, watch for him on defense this week against BYU. Texas Tech owns the top run defense in the country, Steve. The country.
Yeah.
74.6 yards per game allowed on the ground. 2.4 yards per carry allowed on the ground. Better than Ohio State. Better than, was it Indiana you said earlier? Better than everybody else, okay? Rodriguez has 77 tackles. 8.5 for loss. He's got a sack. He's got 5 pass breakups. And you want to know what separates him from a lot of damn good linebackers in the country? And there's a lot of damn good. He's got 2 interceptions.
I knew he had a pick in the Utah game. Not that.
He had a pick in the Utah game. He had another pick this last weekend against Kansas State. Okay, so 2 interceptions this year. And I'll get to some of those things in a minute. And I want you to hear these names. This is going to go down as one of the better off-the-ball linebacker drafts in at least a decade, because you've got Arvell Reese, who could be a top 10 pick, very likely to be. C.J. Allen, who's 12 solo tackles this past week. Sonny Styles on that same defense as Reese and could be, has first-round ability. Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. Jake Galday from your favorite Bearcats program in Cincinnati. Justin Jefferson's playing his ass off at Alabama. Aiden Fisher, you talked about at Indiana and beyond. What separates this cat from all those guys? 7 forced fumbles.
Oh, wow.
He's forcing a fumble and a turnover almost every single game, just doing that.
That's crazy.
So between the forced fumbles and the interceptions, he's taking the ball away at a clip that's greater than 1 per game. Think about all the work a defense does. 11 guys trying to find a way to get 1 or 2 takeaways. He's giving you 1 a game. I went and watched. Oh, my gosh, man. And listen, he's 6'1", he's 235. And coming into the year like National Blesto, undrafted free agent. I got news for you. They're wrong.
He's getting
drafted. And I'm not saying it's going to be the first day. I'm not saying it's going to be the second day. He's going to be a day 3 pick, and he's going to latch on because he's instinctive. And yes, he's not the fastest. And yes, he's not the biggest. And I promise you, I'll sit here and admit he gets washed sometimes. And there's some times where he's got to kind of work around all those things. And it listed 6'1", 235. I don't even know if he's that big, right?
Right.
But when you watch him, all the traits are average by NFL standards, but his read and react skills are exceptional. And he has a feel for getting around and off of blocks. And we talked to Teddy Bruschi about taking that snapshot like a Polaroid right before you get into contact and get in quick and then get out. He makes so many tackles like that. Like, all right, the back's coming this way. Let's get into this guy's pads, jack him up, and then go. He's bigger than me, so I can't get into the phone booth, we used to say back in the day. I can't wind up in a tight alley fight
hallway,
with this guy.
Whatever it is.
But I can give him a little slash, a little jack, and then get off of it and go make the tackle. So he does all that stuff. Really good in coverage. Like his
instinctive,
no false steps, takes the right angles. I see him like turning and running and carrying guys down the seams, doing all that stuff. But this thing he does, man, they call it a peanut punch. I call it like a one-man jackhammer. And it happens so fast that your world is spinning. All of a sudden, you're a hero. You got a 9-yard carry. You're going for yak. I'm the cheerleaders are cheering for me. The crowd's screaming for me. Here we go. And then he comes out of nowhere, and he's a fucking nightmare with this little. And he, like, I'm telling you, 135 first quarter in this last against Utah. That peanut puncher, little jackhammer, right?
Big part of that game, man. Big point in that game,
Big point in that, and that's the other part. He's doing it, he's trying it, and he's successful with it a lot. But it just so happens these critical moments in games, it's when it's happening. And Kansas State, this is a fight, right? This past week, 6-18 second quarter. There's a drag route, wide receiver underneath, punches it out. 13:53 third quarter, second forced fumble of the day. I wrote, he's everywhere. He's a machine. He just comes in, pops it out. He's got this punch, man. He gets like a welterweight fighter. Like, it's awesome to watch. So now BYU comes in, and they're not going to do a bunch of crazy stuff offensively, but they are nothing without the run game, because Bear Batchmeyer is ascending. He's a freshman. He knows where to go with his eyes, and we did a whole thing on him last week. But everything's built off of play action. If Rodriguez and this defensive front take care of the run game the way that they have all season long, Texas Tech should win this game. And I bet you Rodriguez will have one big play in it when they need a swing that turns the whole thing for the Raiders.
Yeah. Do people get the peanut punch reference? I got it right away. I don't wonder if that's from Charles Tillman, right? From the Bears. That's Tillman. Yeah, because he used to. He was outstanding at that. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly.
I love those punch outs, man. It's becoming more of a thing. The defensive coaches, I don't know what they're doing in the last 5 to 10 years about coaching that up, but it is so cool to watch. And he's outstanding at it.
It's almost like a nail gun. Like, you ever used a nail gun in your house from Home Depot?
That 1-inch punch.
Home Depot will deliver one for you, by the way, and we appreciate their sponsorship on the show. But like, when you do a nail gun and you hit it against the thing, it's like it happens so fast you don't know. Did it get in there? Yep, it's in there. It's almost like a nail gun. Like,
it's awesome. By the way, 127 tackles last year, 5 sacks. He's been doing it for a while. I'm going to be honest about this one. This was one of those ones where I was pissed he took it. I was like, why haven't I done him yet? I love him. No,
I know you
got on it. Understandably so. You were talking about, I'm glad we got him some love. And he's a big part of what they do, man. You can talk about that front as much as you want. He is the heart and soul of that defense.